I met with Scott, started telling my story a little bit about my struggles. Scott read my resume and he gave me some feedback on my resume, and then I think we started to get into a conversation. It was like, how do we keep veterans from having the same struggles that I'm having? And Scott, being from a more positive perspective, how do we get veterans into local government?
When I met Darren, I think he has this background in Special Forces as a Green Beret. For a local government manager who's not used to the military side, they might, or a recruiter, they might immediately write off someone like him thinking, Rambo, right? Going through the jungles with the machine gun. And that's a really unfair and inaccurate sort of depiction of what they do. And when you really get down into the weeds of what these guys do, it is, I always keep coming back to it, it's about problem solving, right? And it's about the people side of the business. So when you're someone who's been a major and you've had a lot of personnel issues you've had to deal with, just like a city manager, you've got personnel issues you deal with, you've got logistical issues you deal with, you've got planning issues you deal with, strategic planning issues you deal with. Boy, all sorts of issues. Man, that's the same kind of stuff I deal with. And I found that when we're open to that idea, oh man, we get some phenomenal people.
Every time we bring a veteran in, we change the hearts and minds of that government. They get a chance to see how competent they are, the skill sets, the skills, education, and experience that they have does translate, and so it helps the next person that much more.
The biggest thing that I'd say the value that it brought was a foot in the door. How do you become more than just a resume on the pile, applying for local government positions, and a very unique resume on the pile? And so how do you kind of get that foot in the door and get the opportunity to show your stuff and attach a name to a face and really demonstrate that the skills and experience that you gained in the military were translatable and were of value to local government service. And the fellowship absolutely brought that to me.
I think I ultimately want to see a relationship between municipalities and military installations, build these partnerships where they're helping each other. And as military service members start transitioning out of the military and looking for a second career, that there's a strong relationship between the military installations and the local governments where they appreciate how military service translates is relevant to local government.